Good morning, everyone. We're going to do a hip opening sequence today. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to come down into downward facing dog to begin. First, set up in a plank position, push up. And from here, just lift the hips right into your very first downward facing dog. Always make sure that you can easily roll to your push up and then back to your downward facing dog without making too many adjustments. So from here, I'm going to start with separating my feet about as wide as my yoga mat, just to give my hips a little extra room to open up. My fingers are spread wide apart, and I'm really pressing down through my hands, and I'm pressing my chest back toward my thighs, and I'm letting my head just hang. So just take a few moments here. Let your heels be heavy. And just start to focus on your breath. Maybe even releasing the head and neck by gently turning it from side to side, or shaking it yes and shaking it no. Then go ahead and start to walk your hands all the way to your feet. Forward fold at the back of your mat. And just hanging over your legs. If your hamstrings are tight, just bend your knees a bit. That'll also take a little pressure off the low back. Let's take a twist here. So place your right hand down right below your face. On an inhale, bring your left arm up. Maybe even looking up toward your left thumb if that feels okay on your neck. And come on back down with that left hand. Place it right where your right hand just was. And then inhale, reach through your right fingertips. And go ahead and release that right hand down. Take another moment in your forward fold. Bring your heels and toes a little closer together. Walk yourself out to your push-up. Take another breath in here. And on an exhale, drop your knees, drop your chest and your chin. Keep your elbows close to your ribs. And then inhale, slide your heart through. Drop the hips for a low cobra. And on an exhale, tuck your toes. Make your way back to down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high, bend the knee, stack your right hip on top of the left, and just let things open up for a moment. Opening up the hips, good. And then stretch that right leg back out. Now let's go ahead and bring the right foot all the way between the hands. Drop the left knee down and inhale, come on up. Keep on breathing here, and as you reach with the fingertips, let your shoulders relax. And your face is soft and relaxed. And on an exhale, bring your hands down to frame that front foot. Step back, downward dog. On your next in-breath, bring your left leg high. Bend that knee. Stack the left hip on top of the right. Keep trying to press that left shoulder down so that it stays even with the right shoulder. Inhale, re-extend that leg, and then go ahead and step it all the way through in between the hands. Drop your right knee down, and then inhale, sweep your arms high. Good. Come on down. Step on back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high, and then step it all the way through in between your hands. And this time we're going to heel toe that right foot over toward the left hand. Come to the outer edge of the right foot. Come down on the back knee. And just take a moment here in this preparatory pigeon pose. Just kind of getting ready for what's to come. So we're not fully in pigeon, we're just preparing for our pigeon. You can even keep those back toes tucked. Breathing deeply. I always like to encourage my students to exhale through their mouth because it really seems to release any tension that's building in the body. One more breath here. Keep the back toes tucked or tuck them and step on back to down dog. Reach your left leg high and go ahead and bring that foot all the way between your hands. Start to heel toe that foot over toward your right hand. Come to the outer edge of the left foot, down on that back knee, either keeping the toes tucked or foot flat. Just really working into the hips here. We tend to store a lot of tension and emotion in our hips, so it's really good to start to work that out by doing hip opening poses. I always like to add a little movement into my poses as well, just to kind of see how it feels. Maybe if I move a little over to the right, maybe if I come back down, and just see what works best for you. Tuck the back toes, find your down dog. Inhale to your push-up. As you exhale, you can either lower down into knees, chest, and chin, and come on up in cobra, or you can start to make this a little more challenging by coming down into a low plank, and then an up dog. In your up dog, the tops of your feet are flat. You're pressing down through your feet. The knees and the thighs and the hips are all up off of your yoga mat. And on an exhale, rolling over the toes, finding your downward facing dog. Let's take the right foot and we're going to cross that ankle right above the left knee and start to press that right knee open. Keep the right foot flexed. Keep pressing into your hands, pressing your chest back toward your thighs. And then walk your hands all the way back, and then bend that left knee just a little bit. Start to feel the stretch along that outer right thigh. And you can either stay right here and just enjoy this feeling, the stretch, or you can come on up into a chair pose with that right ankle crossed over the left knee. Bring your hands to your heart. Let your gaze be really soft. Reach your arms back high. Hands come back down. Walk yourself back out to your downward facing dog. And then release that foot down. When you're ready, take the left ankle, cross it over the right knee, just above the knee. You don't really want to place any pressure on your knees. It's not safe. Keep pressing the left knee open, flex the left foot, and then go ahead and start walking your hands all the way back toward the right foot, a little bend in the right knee, and just start to feel that stretch, the pulling, right along here, right along that outer left thigh, the IT band. You can stay here or begin to come on up into your chair. So you want to keep your heart lifted, shoulders relaxed, maybe even bringing your hands once again to your heart. Smile. That's important in a yoga practice. Not to take yourself very seriously. Just have fun with it. Reach your arms back high for a moment, and then come on back down, walk the hands out, and back to down dog with that ankle crossed over the knee, and then release it down, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, exhale, lower down however you choose. Inhale, heart lifts, and then lower all the way down. Bring your forehead down. Interlace your hands back behind you. Start to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Tops of the feet pressing down. Toes and heels touching one another. And then on an inhale, lift your head up, lift your heart up, and breathe right there. We're really working the muscles of the back here when we don't use our hands. Good. And start to release yourself down. Place your hands underneath you. Come on up. Downward facing dog. One more breath in. And a nice, long, slow exhale out. Inhale, raise your right leg high. On an exhale, bring that foot all the way through in between your hands. Spin the back heel down. And we're going to come on up into warrior one. So sinking down into that front knee, pressing down through the outer edge of the left foot. And you want to start working the hips to face the front of your mat. You can always move the right foot over a little bit more to give your hips a little bit more room to turn. Inhale here, and then exhale, bring your hands down. Step on back, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. As you exhale, bring that foot all the way through in between your hands. Spin the right foot down. Inhale, sweep your arms high and sink into that front knee. Press down through that back foot. And just keep breathing here. Keep working your right hip forward, left hip back. On an exhale, bring your hands down. Step back to your plank. Exhale, lower yourself. Inhale, lift your heart into cobra or up dog. And on an exhale, coming back to your down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the foot all the way in between your hands. Warrior one for one breath. Spin the back heel down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, come on down. Step back plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Spin the back heel down. Inhale, come on up for one breath. And as you exhale, slowly coming back down. Plank. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward dog. We'll take 3 full breaths right here. And inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the hand through, for that foot all the way through in between your hands. Let's take the right hand on the inside of your right foot, spin the back heel down, and inhale, reach the left fingertips high. We'll stay right here for a moment. You can press the right shoulder against the right knee to keep that right knee open. Come on back down, right hand to the outer edge of the right foot. Step back, down dog. Inhale to your push-up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, heart lifts. You can switch back and forth on how you lower down. I always like to. It kind of helps me save my energy a little bit. And exhale. Inverted V, downward dog. Inhale, raise your left leg high. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Left hand to the inside of your left foot, spin the back heel down, and then inhale, right fingertips high. Pressing the knee open with the left arm, left shoulder. Smile. Maybe even close your eyes. One more inhale here. And exhale, come on down. Step it back, push up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale. Lifting your hips straight back to down dog. On an inhale, look up between your hands, bend your knees on your toes. And as you exhale, hop or step to the front. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Hands either on the floor or on your knees. Take a few breaths right there, opening up the back of the legs. Exhale, lower. Just breathing right here. Getting ready to reverse your dive. So press down through your feet, reach your arms out and up. Come all the way up. If you feel good to do this, take a little back bend. And then exhale, hands at your heart. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Relax the hinge of your jaw. Just coming back to your breath. Finding your center. Finding your focus. Getting ready to move on and add on. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step on back to your push-up. As you exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Spin the back heel down. This time, warrior two. Reach with the left hand. Come on up. So you want to make sure your feet are a good distance apart here. And arms out to the sides. I always like to take a look to make sure my back arm is even height with my front arm. Sinking down into that front knee. Press that right knee open. Good. Straighten the front leg. Parallel your feet. Exhale, fold. Come all the way down. So you can either stay just like this, or you can bend into one knee, and then in the other knee, and just back and forth a few times. Good. Coming back to center. Inhale, place your hands under your shoulders, look up. And then exhale, fold. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, place your hands on your hips. Keep your back nice and strong and flat. And then inhale, come all the way up. Bring your arms out to the sides. Turn your left toes out. Back foot turned in. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, find your warrior two on the other side. So just checking to make sure both arms are even. Good. Sink into that left knee. Press the left knee open. Press down through the outer edge of that back foot. Relax your shoulders. And breathe. Good. Press that left leg straight. Parallel your feet. Let's take another fold. Exhale. So you can stay right here, or if you want to make this a little more active, grab a hold of the outsides of your feet, and then pull your crown of your head toward your mat. And just take a look at your biceps. You want to make sure they're working here. One more breath cycle. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hands on your hips. And then inhale, come all the way up. Good. Turn your right toes out to the top of your mat. Come on up. And exhale, hands at your heart. Just taking a moment right here to feel your feet. Feeling all four corners of your feet. Big toe ball joint, inner heel. Little toe ball joint, outer heel. Open up your eyes. Bring your feet all the way together. Reach your arms high. And as you exhale, squeeze your knees. Sit back, chair pose. Keep your heart lifted, shoulders relaxed. If you have any shoulder pain, go ahead and bring your arms in front of your heart in prayer or out in front of you. Drop your hips a little lower. Lift your heart, shoulders relaxed. Smile. Good. And go ahead and fold forward. Inhale, look up and lengthen. And exhale. Step on back, push up. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower yourself. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring that foot all the way through in between your hands. Place your left hand down on the inside of your right foot. And then on an inhale, reach your right hand high. Exhale, come on down. Step it back, push up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Right hand to the inside of your left foot. Take a twist, left fingertips high. Looking up toward your left thumb or just off to the side, or even down if that feels more comfortable. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Step it back, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat. Bring your right hand down. Spin to the outer edge of that right foot. Reach with the left fingertips. Press the hips up. If you need to, drop that right knee down. If you're comfortable here, bring the top arm over the ear and press your hips even higher. Good. Coming back up. Find your push-up. Toes come together at the back of your mat. And then switching to the opposite side. Reaching the right hand high. Press your hips up a little higher. And top arm over the ear. If you did it on the other side, press your hips up a little more. Re-extend that arm. Coming back to your plank. Exhale, let's take just a quick little rest here. Bring your knees apart. Toes come together. Sit back into child's pose. Forehead touches down. And breathe here. We're going to keep the arms working, so an active child's pose by reaching the arms straight overhead. You can even come up on the fingertips here, lifting the wrists, the elbows, forearms. Good. Coming back up. Find your downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the right foot all the way between the hands. Spin the back heel down. Warrior two. Shoulders relaxed. Let's reverse it. Right palm flips. Reach it forward. Reach it up and back. Nice side stretch to the right side of your body. Press the right knee open. Outer edge, the left foot flat. Coming back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Reach with the right hand. Bring that right hand down either to the inside of that foot, the ankle, the shin, or the outside of the foot. And I'm going to use a block. This helps just to create a little more space here. You can play with the height of it. You can lie it flat, up here, or all the way up to its highest position. Just depending on what you need. And it varies from day to day. Left hip moves back in space, right hip moves forward. Good. Come on up. Keep the legs just as they are. Flip the right palm, reverse your triangle. Good. Back into warrior two. And then come on down. I'm going to move my palm. Come on down. Step it back down, dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Spin the back heel down. And come on up. Relax your shoulders. Looking out over the left fingertips. Flip the left palm, reach it forward, reach it up and back. The right hand just rests on the right leg very gently, or you can wrap it around, taking a bind. Good. Back into warrior two. Go ahead and straighten the front leg. Take your block, move it on over to the other side. Keep in mind, one side may be different than the other. Reach with the left hand, bring it on down. Right fingertips toward the sky. Right hip draws back, left hip forward. Relax your toes. Come on up. Flip the left palm, reach it up and back. Good. Come on back, warrior two. I'm going to move this block out of the way. And then come on down. Step it back down, dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Let's come into pigeon. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale. Bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Keep the back toes tucked for just a moment. And walk that knee back just a little bit. Make sure your ankle, knee, and hips are all in line. Once you get there, walk yourself down. Maybe just stopping here is enough. Listen to your body. You should feel this, the outer right hip. The glute, IT band. You're also getting a nice stretch along the left hip flexor and quadricep muscles. See where you can soften here. Maybe it's just around your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw. Then see if you can start to relax even more. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your hips. And just letting go for a moment. Begin to come on up. Tuck your back toes, moving nice and slowly. Come on back to downward facing dog. And just pedal your feet out and just notice how that right side feels compared to your left side. Good. When you're ready, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring that knee back toes tucked. Work that knee back just a bit. Make sure everything's in alignment. And when you're ready, begin to come on down. Take a few exhalations here through your mouth, just to release any tension building in your body, building in the mind, just letting go of any negative emotions or any limiting beliefs about yourself or about others. And just let all of that go right here and right now. Keep in mind, one side may be completely different than the other. That's perfectly normal. Just be patient with yourself. Be gentle with your body. Come on down a little further if you can. You can always use a blanket or a pillow here to get nice and comfortable. And in this moment, just let go. There's nowhere to go and nothing to do. Relax your shoulders. Where else can you soften? Nice and slowly. Slide the blanket out of the way if you used a blanket. And we're just going to swing that right leg forward. And then straighten the legs out in front of you. Legs all the way together, toes and heels touching. Reach back, pull your seat back just a bit. Inhale, reach your arms high, look up. And exhale, fold forward. Release your hands down. You can choose to use a strap here around your legs, a belt, anything like that, and just hold on to it. Or you can just let your hands drop. Every inhale lengthens your spine, and every exhale helps you sink a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale. Keep using your breath and allow it to help you move deeper into this. The inhale helps you create space. Exhale helps you find a way to relax. Maybe a little moving from side to side might feel good. Maybe not. Maybe just holding it here. And then inhale, reach your arms out and up. Drop your hands down. We're going to come around onto our sitting down, and we're going to come into cow face pose. So we'll start with the left leg underneath, right leg up and over. We're going to try to stack the knees if you can, if that's possible. It may be right about here, that's fine. And if that's not a possibility, right here is perfectly fine. So if you can, stacking the knees, one on top of the other, drawing the heels back. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders. Maybe walking your hands forward just a bit here. Inhale, come on up. Uncross the legs and just switch it to the opposite side. Again, keeping in mind that one side may be completely different than the other, and just being okay with that. Shoulders release down away from your ears. Just finding a comfortable spot for your hands. Let your eyes close. Walking your out maybe just a little bit, maybe a lot. Crossing your legs. Let's come on down to our backs. We're going to come into bridge pose and then wheel pose if that's in your practice. So let's start with bridge. Walk the heels in. You want to keep the feet about hip distance apart. So line up heel to sit bone. And bring your arms down along your sides. You can start to work your upper arm bones underneath you. Keep the neck long, so you want to tuck your chin just a bit. You don't want to look from side to side while in this. Start to press into your feet, work your arms even more underneath you. You can either keep your hands reaching toward your heels, or you can interlace your fingers underneath you, pressing the wrists down into your mat to press your hips up a little higher. Soften your glutes. Breathing, inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. So stay here for a few breaths, or if wheel is in your practice, bring the palms underneath your shoulders, fingertips pointing toward your heels. Come onto your crown of your head for just a moment, and then press yourself up. Let your head hang. Feet flat, palms flat. And start to push your heart through your hands. Hold for 3, wherever you are. For 2. And 1. Begin to lower down. Release. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open. Arms out to your sides. Taking a few breaths here. Good. Knees come together, arms out to your sides, draw your knees in. On an exhale, drop your knees to the right, look out over the left. You can take your right hand on top of your left knee, keep pressing your left shoulder down. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. And then inhale, knees come up. On an exhale, knees toward the left. Looking out over your right arm. Left hand on top of that right knee. Press your right shoulder down. Close your eyes. Keep on breathing. Breathing just as much into your left lung as your right lung. Relax your face. Release, knees come up. Hug your knees into your chest. Happy baby, reach up between the legs or to the outsides of the feet and just pull the knees down, giving yourself a little rock from side to side. One last hip opener. Release, hug your knees. And then go ahead and reach your legs out long. Separate your feet at least as wide as your mat, maybe more. Arms out to your sides. And just begin to let go. Let everything be heavy. Let the earth support you. Relax your face, your shoulders, your neck, your chest, your back, and your hips, your arms and your legs. Relax the hinge of your jaw and the point between your eyebrows. And just follow your breath In and out. Stay here as long as you like. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.